Hey there, it's Tracy with Record Fuel. Just picked up the new Extreme Album 6, and when I say by picked up, it means I had to special order it. I had to order it online. None of the record stores in my area actually had the physical album in stock, nor had they ordered it, which was a little surprising, I thought, considering that I feel like Extreme's a pretty big band. They hadn't released any music for quite a while. And they just didn't have it in stock. And I mean, there's plenty of record stores in my area, but they didn't have it in, so I ordered it. But I would say it's a solid album. Great to have music from Extreme back again. But I'm going to take you through a couple of discs that I have of them and give you my opinion. Seems like the opinions out there is you really like Extreme or you dislike Extreme. I think that connotation comes from their big hit, More Than Words, years and years ago when they first came onto the scene. That you either really liked that song or you didn't. I personally like that song, but I think there's more to Extreme than just that type of song. So I was able to pick up a while back the first album. This is a repress that I think was done in France. It is on red vinyl, and this is a good album, but this was their first album, and they just really aren't fully formed as a band and going towards what they present out even on this last album, 6. So, but very good and cool to pick this up. I had to get it on the obviously secondary market and ordered it because it wasn't available back when I was buying albums when that was released. I was picked up music on vinyl, Porno Graffiti, which this is an amazing album. It's got rock on it, it's got ballads on it, and I think this is the album that really made and hit them and went up just huge. More Than Words is on there. There's a lot of great music on here. And I missed it the first time around, and then I picked it up used, which was live 25th anniversary of Porno Graffiti. Again, great to have that on vinyl. But I would say that my couple of favorite albums, and of course they had 3 sides, came out, and that's just, it's a masterpiece in my opinion. It's a super good album. So, but again, 6 is the new album. And again, it has a hype sticker on it. I got the red translucent. It looks really cool in that red packaging. I don't know about everybody else, but I seem to have gotten into the phase of not taking the hype sticker off, so therefore I'm not taking the shrink off at all. But it's a really, really solid album. I think the singles that they released on it are probably the best songs on it. So if you've heard those and you like them and you're an Extreme fan, you're going to be extremely satisfied with this album. Rise, #Rebel, Banshee. I was kind of not really impressed with the hashtag symbol for the sign, the song Rebel, but the song's really, really good. It's got some catchy lyrics to it, and on those 3 songs, Nuno Bettencourt is just amazing on the guitar. One of my favorites is The Other Side of the Rainbow. That's more of a melodic, kind of ballady, acoustic guitar, and then it comes back in with an electric guitar solo. The Mask is, I think, an amazing song on this. The lyrics are just so catchy, and they have these big hooks to them. And the feel to the song is just something that I don't think the Extreme has done yet, so there's some new surprises on this album. Thicker Than Blood is really good. X Out is one that I'm on the fence about. It's like it starts out, and I'm like, okay, this is really, really good. Then it kind of gets a little monotonous almost, but then it comes back in, and it's just so I'm going to give that one a couple of more listens to. There is some comparisons in this, a solo that Nuno Bettencourt starts off with that I felt was almost the tip of the hat also to Jack White, and then Nuno goes into this huge big solo that is just, if you haven't heard all the stuff on this, his guitar playing is just amazing on it. And then, of course, I think he's trying to carry out, you know, it's been pretty well documented that he was completely inspired by Eddie Van Halen and was able to meet him before Eddie Van Halen passed away. And he wants to try to carry on and inspire other guitarists. So I think he's done that on this. This album, the cover is embossed. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. So that's really cool. I was kind of on the fence about the actual cover to begin with. I was kind of like, you know. Some of their other stuff has been really graphic, catchy, and cool. And I mean, but it is cool that it is that. I mean, it's their 6th album. I get that, and then the embossing of the photo on the front is really cool. I would say, though, if you're an Extreme fan and you have heard this and you're going to check it out, you got to check out a couple of others. Like I said, Three Sides is a great, great album, right? But one of my favorites is Waiting for the Punchline. This album is just all hard rock. And I mean, it is hard, hard rock, which I really, really like. There's even a couple of ballads that are on it. If you say ballads, they're slow, you know, kind of more melodic, not a straightforward rock. They're heavy, heavy rock, though, in regards to that. This album here, actually Mike Mangini played on and toured that album with it. He's now the drummer for Dream Theater. If you've never seen the auditions for Dream Theater, go to YouTube and check them out. You'll be blown away by it, the way the process at Dream Theater went into selecting their next drummer after Mike Portnoy left. But this is a great, great album. I mean, there's a couple of ballads, but it's straightforward rock. The other one is Saudis of Rock. It is a really, really good album also. I don't have it on a physical CD or album at all. It was released, I think, in 2008. So it's been about 13 years since this album has came out. So again, it's great to have this, but Saudis of Rock is pretty, pretty amazing. I mean, I feel like that almost is my favorite album. There's so many genres that they cover on Saudis of Rock. So I would check that out if you haven't. It's really good. The other is that if you're even thinking about Nuno Bettencourt, go back and pick this up. If you can't get the CD, download the music. Nuno Schizophonic. This is a great album. First song to last song on it. So my, again, summary of 6 is it's really good to have this album back out. It's great to have these musicians playing and singing on more music. It is probably unlike anything that they've done. It is updated. It isn't really like the last album. It's not a cookie cutter album. So it's really good to have it. I'm glad it's in my collection now, and hopefully we'll get to see them on tour. And hopefully they won't take so long off to put out another album also. Thanks for tuning in. It's Tracy with Record Fuel. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave comments below. Thank you.